There's a reason cancer rates are climbing in the US. And it's not just in your DNA. It's what we eat, how we live, and all the things we've been taught to ignore. You see, some of life's most important lessons don't come until it's too late. But what if you found out that the toast you had this morning, the sugary snack you grabbed mid-afternoon, or that big comforting bowl of Sunday pasta could quietly be pushing your body toward disease? This isn't hype. It's not fear-mongering. It's the truth, and it's been hiding in plain sight all along. Good people, people who want to live well, grow old with grace, are getting sick, not because they're careless, but because no one warned them. And here's the part that might surprise you. It's not just your genes. It's not just bad luck. And no, it's not simply because you're getting older. It's what's on your plate. Every single year, the number of cancer cases goes up. Not because of some mysterious genetic curse, but because of how we eat, how little we move, and the silent damage sugar and stress are doing inside us. And the scariest part, most people don't even know they have a choice. But you do. And that choice starts today. Not with a pill, not with a punishing diet, but with real food, real habits, and a smarter way to live. There are people in their 60s and 70s with more energy, more clarity, and more joy than they ever had at 30. It's not luck. It's strategy. And it begins with a single question. What did you put on your plate today? Take a second. Think about how many people in your life have been touched by cancer. Friends, family, neighbors, coworkers. It feels like everyone knows someone. We grow up thinking it's all in the genes, that if cancer runs in the family, there's nothing you can do. But that's not the full story. Most cancers don't begin in your genes. They begin in your cells. More specifically, inside the mitochondria. Those tiny engines inside every cell that keep your body running. When mitochondria break down, your body starts to fall apart from the inside out. That's when disease finds its way in. That's when cancer shows up. But here's the part that matters most. You can protect those engines. You can strengthen them. You can stop the damage before it begins. And if cancer isn't random, if it's not completely written into your DNA, then you have a say in what happens next. You can feed your body the right way. You can adopt habits that help your cells thrive, especially if you're in your 50s, 60s, or beyond. And you want to live with energy, clarity, and strength for the years ahead. So here's the real question. What's been draining your body's power? And what are you going to do about it starting now? You've heard the old saying, what the eyes don't see, the heart doesn't feel. But when it comes to your health, what you don't see can absolutely hurt you. Deep inside your body, there's a miniature engine room. It's working non-stop to keep you alive. That's your mitochondria. But they're under attack every single day. And most of us have no clue. Toxic cleaning products, air pollution, prescription overload, chemicals in our food. It all adds up and slowly drains your body's ability to function. It's like putting watered-down fuel in your car every day. Sure, it'll run for a while, but eventually the engine sputters and stalls. And it doesn't stop there. Chronic stress, the kind we carry like an overstuffed bag we forgot to unpack, is another silent threat. When we hold on to resentment, when we skip sleep, when we stay angry for too long, our bodies take the hit. This isn't woo-woo. It's not a pep talk. It's biology. Your body keeps the score. And when it's overwhelmed, it starts to signal for help. You know those vibrant older folks? The ones out walking, gardening, hiking, even dancing well into their 70s and 80s? It's not just good genes. It's daily decisions. They've learned how to protect their energy with habits that seem small, but make a huge impact over time. Now let's layer something else on top of this. The standard American diet. White toast for breakfast, soda with lunch, ice cream after dinner, hours on the couch. No wonder the body starts breaking down. Your mitochondria never stood a chance. But here's the good news. You can absolutely turn this around. It doesn't take a complete life overhaul. It starts with tiny shifts. Swap that toast for a bowl of berries and almonds. Take a 20-minute walk after dinner. Step outside and let the sun hit your skin in the morning. It's simple, and it works. If you want to age with strength, focus, and resilience, you've got to learn this before the damage is too deep. And here's something most people never hear from their doctor. Cancer cells love sugar. That's not a saying, it's science. Cancer thrives on glucose. That same sugar in your coffee, your bread, your cereal, your cookies. So here comes a strategy that makes a lot of folks nervous. Intermittent fasting. But hear me out, this isn't starvation. It's a break. It's giving your body time to reset. Ever skip breakfast and feel more awake, more focused? That's your cells saying thank you. Another powerful approach, the ketogenic diet, or at least a low-carb lifestyle. It's been getting attention for a reason. You cut down on carbs. You swap in healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, and walnuts. And your body starts burning fat for fuel instead of sugar. Here's why that matters. Healthy cells adapt. They switch energy sources and keep going strong. Cancer cells, they panic. They struggle to survive without sugar. And when they can't feed, they weaken. A lot of people over 60 hear this and think, that sounds complicated, but honestly, it's not. It starts with one little swap. Replace white rice with garlic sautéed kale. Try a gentle 12-hour fast. Dinner at 7, breakfast at 7. Drink more water. Move your body. Breathe. These aren't fads. They're tools to protect your internal energy system. The same system that powers your brain, your mood, your motivation. Let's get real for a second. Most people still think that because they've been eating the same way their whole life. White rice, dinner rolls, sweetened coffee, and they're still here. It must be fine. But the truth is your body keeps score. Especially after 60. At that age, your body isn't as forgiving. Your mitochondria are more vulnerable. Your immune system is more reactive. And the foods you've always eaten may now be doing real harm, little by little. The blood sugar spikes, the hidden inflammation, the quiet exhaustion. These don't always show up as red flags right away. But over time, they chip away at your strength. They feed the wrong kind of cells. And they drain your energy in ways you don't even notice until you crash. So ask yourself this. Are you feeding your body? Or are you unknowingly feeding the enemy? Because if your goal is to age with vitality, to feel more alive, sharper, and stronger in the years ahead, then it's time to call in the real heroes of the kitchen. And no, we're not talking about complicated meals or trendy health foods. We're talking about real, powerful ingredients, simple, accessible, and life-giving. Like this, a slice of avocado on whole grain toast for healthy fats that fuel your brain. A fresh spinach salad drizzled with extra virgin olive oil to reduce inflammation and nourish your cells. Steamed broccoli with garlic, loaded with compounds that support detox and mitochondrial repair. A handful of raw almonds in the afternoon for blood sugar stability and lasting energy. A big glass of water first thing in the morning to wake up your system and flush toxins. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be complicated. And you don't need a personal chef. You just need to start choosing food that feeds life, not disease. And here's the good news. The moment you start, your body starts responding. Because your body wants to heal. It's designed to recover if you give it the right tools. Now, for those who have a sweet tooth, and let's be honest, that's most of us, this isn't about deprivation. It's about smarter swaps. Instead of quitting cold turkey and feeling miserable, try this. Blend a frozen banana with raw cacao and a splash of almond milk. It tastes like chocolate soft serve, but your body will thank you. It satisfies the craving without feeding the inflammation. That's the mindset shift. Eating well isn't punishment. It's self-respect. It's compassion for your future self. And honestly, once you feel the difference, you won't even want to go back to the foods that used to drag you down. Because you'll start noticing things. You wake up feeling lighter. You don't crash at 3 p.m. anymore. Your brain fog lifts. You sleep deeper. Your skin clears. Your joints hurt less. And then you realize this isn't just about food. It's about freedom. It's about living fully in a body that feels like it's on your side again. Let's take it one step further. You've probably heard the phrase, food is medicine. But what does that actually mean? It means your plate can be your shield. It can protect you from disease. It can power your cells, calm your nervous system, and sharpen your mind. Or if you're not careful, it can become your biggest risk. Now, we've already talked about sugar. But here's what most people don't know. Sugar isn't just in candy or soda. It's hiding in places you'd never expect. Store-bought pasta sauces, salad dressings, flavored yogurts, even whole grain bread. And after age 60, your body becomes even more sensitive to it. Why? Because your insulin response weakens with age. Your cells don't absorb glucose as efficiently, and the excess sugar just lingers. It lingers in your bloodstream. It feeds inflammation. It triggers weight gain, especially around the belly, which is directly linked to cancer risk. And worst of all, it puts your mitochondria under constant stress. That's why people who reduce sugar after 60 often feel like they've woken up again. They don't even realize how tired they were until they're not anymore. And it's not just about how you feel. It's about how you age. Lower sugar intake equals less oxidative stress equals healthier aging. It's that simple. So what do? You read your labels. You look for added sugars, even the sneaky ones with healthy-sounding names like evaporated cane juice or organic agave syrup. You swap sweet coffee creamers for unsweetened almond milk and cinnamon. You replace sugary yogurts with plain Greek yogurt and fresh berries. You choose real food over packaged shortcuts. Because every time you do, you're casting a vote for a stronger, healthier future. Now let's talk energy. A lot of folks think it's normal to feel sluggish all day after a certain age. But what if that wasn't normal at all? What if it's just what happens when your mitochondria are starved, stressed, or inflamed? See, mitochondria are like little batteries inside every cell. When they're fully charged, you feel alive, motivated, clear-headed, steady. But when they're drained, you feel like you're moving through molasses. Your brain gets foggy. Your muscles get stiff. Your digestion slows down. And eventually, your immune system starts slipping too. But here's the part most people don't realize. You can recharge those batteries starting today. How? Simple habits like walking after meals to improve blood sugar and boost oxygen flow. Getting morning sunlight to help regulate your circadian rhythm and energy. Eating food high in antioxidants like blueberries, leafy greens, and turmeric to fight oxidative stress. Sleeping 7 to 8 hours a night to allow your cells to repair. Drinking filtered water to keep your detox systems running smoothly. Practicing gratitude or deep breathing for 5 minutes a day, because your nervous system affects your cells more than you think. None of these are extreme, but together, they form a lifestyle that helps your body heal, rebuild, and thrive. So here's your challenge. Don't wait for a diagnosis to change. Don't wait until your body starts shouting for help. Start now, while you still have the energy to invest in yourself. Because aging well doesn't mean adding years to your life. It means adding life to your years. Imagine waking up with more energy than you've had in a decade. Feeling confident in your body. Thinking clearly. Moving easily. Laughing deeply. That's what's possible when you start fueling your mitochondria, protecting your cells, and making food your ally. This isn't about perfection. It's about direction. And every small decision you make today is a step toward the kind of life you deserve tomorrow. Let's bring it all together. You've learned what drains the body, what quietly invites disease in, and most importantly, what you can do to take back control. But this isn't just about avoiding illness. It's about building something better. It's about creating a life where you feel good again, truly good. Because no one dreams of growing old just to get by. We want more than time. We want good time. The kind where you wake up energized. Where your joints don't ache before your feet hit the floor. Where you walk with ease, laugh without limits, and stay sharp enough to lead the conversation. That's what real health looks like. And it's available, not from a miracle cure, but from daily, intentional choices. Choices that support your mitochondria, that lower your inflammation, that calm your nervous system, that fuel your brain and body with what they've been quietly begging for. And guess what? You don't need to do it all at once. In fact, trying to do it all at once is why most people give up. This isn't a sprint. It's a series of steps. Step 1 might be as simple as replacing your breakfast. Instead of sweet cereal or toast, try a veggie omelet with a side of berries. Step 2, go for a 15-minute walk after dinner, even around the block, even if it's slow. Step 3, get curious. Read labels. Ask questions about what's really in your food. You'll start to notice how many products are designed to keep you addicted, not nourished. And once you see that, you'll never see the grocery store the same way again. Here's another truth that's hard to hear, but necessary. Most people won't make these changes. They'll keep eating the way they've always eaten. They'll ignore the signs until something forces them to stop. But you're here. You're reading this. And that means something has already shifted. You're awake now. And you know that even one choice can change your momentum. One meal, one walk, one night of real sleep, one day without sugar. That's all it takes to get things moving in the right direction. Because your body wants to heal. It's wired to recover, to repair, to renew. But you have to give it the chance. Think of your body like a home. You wouldn't ignore a leaking pipe or a cracked foundation, right? You'd fix it before it got worse. So why don't we treat our bodies the same way? Why do we wait until we're exhausted, sick, or scared before we finally listen? You don't have to wait for a crisis. You don't have to wait for a diagnosis. You can start today, right now. Because food isn't just fuel, it's information. It tells your cells what to do. It either tells them to grow stronger or to break down. It's either medicine or it's slow poison. And when you start treating food like the powerful tool it is, your entire life begins to shift. You become the kind of person who doesn't just survive aging, but thrives through it. The kind of person who still has energy to play with the grandkids, to go on that trip, to dance at the wedding, to take up a new hobby, to keep dreaming and doing. And people will notice. They'll ask what changed. They'll want to know your secret. But it won't be a secret. It'll be simple. You took your health into your own hands. You learned how to fuel your body, not just feed your cravings. You chose real vitality over temporary comfort. And here's the most beautiful part. It's never too late. Whether you're 40, 60, or 85, your body can still change. Your brain can still grow. Your cells can still rebuild. Because aging well isn't about denying time. It's about using time wisely. Now let me ask you something, really ask you. What kind of future are you building with the choices you make today? Are you choosing energy or exhaustion? Strength or fragility? Freedom or limitation? You don't need a gym membership. You don't need a perfect diet. You just need to start showing up for yourself, one decision at a time. And as you do, here's what you'll begin to notice. You'll crave less sugar. You'll sleep more deeply. Your skin will glow. Your thoughts will feel clearer. Your moods will steady. Your energy will feel real, not caffeine-fueled. And that's when it clicks. This isn't about losing weight or chasing some ideal. It's about reclaiming your power, your energy, your joy. So here's what I want you to do. Look at your plate today. Really look at it. Ask yourself, is this going to feed my health or feed disease? And then choose. Not perfectly, but intentionally. Because your body's been waiting for this moment, for you to care enough to listen. And if something in this message struck a chord, if you're sitting there thinking, this is the wake-up call I didn't know I needed, then don't keep it to yourself. Send it to someone you love, someone who needs to hear this as much as you did. And if you're ready to keep learning, if you want more tips, more tools, more truth, subscribe, hit the bell. We're building something special here. A place where people over 50 don't feel forgotten, but empowered. Because this next chapter, it can be your best one yet. A chapter where you're not defined by prescriptions, aches, or limits, but by laughter, strength, adventure, clarity, peace. Be the kind of elder that makes people say, I hope I'm that full of life when I'm their age. And if you've made it this far, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me, what was your biggest takeaway today? What shift are you going to make starting now? Because your story isn't over. It's just getting started. And your next chapter deserves to be the strongest, brightest, and most joyful one yet.